Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be discussing how you can get Windows 11 without any of the requirements from Microsoft. So, you're looking at some cool videos, you're looking at the new Windows, you think it's cool, you like its new look, you want the new features, but then you go to download it and Microsoft tells you, no, you can't download it because your laptop doesn't meet requirements. So these requirements would be TPM 2.0 and 4 gigabytes of RAM, and the processor that isn't too old, which is decided by Microsoft exactly what processor lies in this bracket. So you want the new Windows 11, but you don't have the way to get it. You think now you're just gonna need a new computer and to run Windows 11. There's no other way, but there actually is another way to get Windows 11, and it's really simple actually. And that's what I will be showing you, how you can get the newest, latest, and greatest features of Windows 11 while bypassing those requirements from Microsoft. So before I get right into this, there are a few things I have to advise you of. So do proceed with your own caution. These requirements are put in place for Microsoft for a reason, right? So Microsoft doesn't just go out putting requirements that don't make sense. There's a reason these requirements are in place. And if you want Windows 11, there's a reason why that 4 gigabytes is there. So if your computer doesn't have 4 gigabytes of RAM and you get this, it's not going to be the most smoothest or stable experience, right? You might experience a lot of blue screens, a lot of app crashes. So to avoid that, I would just stick with Windows 10. Another reason is the TPM. The TPM is not as important as it is because Windows 10 didn't have it either. So TPM is called Trust Platform Module, and really what it does is it makes your machine a lot more secure. But if you don't really care too much about the security of your machine, then go ahead for it. But if you do proceed, right, you do negate that and you do bypass that risk that there is, and you can face security issues later on. And then lastly, there's the processor requirement, that your processor can't be too old and it has to be a certain performance level. And obviously this is definitely one of the more important ones, right? Again, you can get Windows 11. Windows 11 is a new operating system. It has new requirements. It runs heavier, it requires more RAM, and likely it's going to require more hardware power. So, when you begin, you have to make sure, can my processor that's not really supported by Windows, can it really keep up, right? Is it really going to give me a smooth experience? If you still think so, then go ahead for it, but do proceed with your own caution. Alright, so let's jump right into it. So, what are the things you will be needing for this? So first off, you will need a USB stick. And this USB stick has to be at least 8 gigabytes in storage, so you can actually download the setup file to set up the USB stick to actually make the Windows 11 setup. So this is what you will be needing. And the second thing you will be needing is a working computer or working laptop that you can access the internet from. So I will be using my laptop right here. This is what I will be using. Okay, so now you have to go on your computer, your laptop, and then you just open your browser, and here you enter this link in your browser that I will have in the description below. You just copy that, put it in here, and it will take you to this page. It will show like this, and you'll see Rufus. Now this is the entire brains of the operation. This is the most important part, right? This is that tool you need to get this all done. So you're just gonna go here, you're gonna go down here, you're gonna click standard Windows install, download it. It's 1 MB, it's gonna download right away. Then you click open it up, allow access, click yes, and then you're greeted with this tool right here. Now what you're gonna do is take your USB stick and plug it into your computer, right? So I just did that, and now my USB is showing over here. So now what you want to do is click on this arrow right here, click download, and then click the download button again. Select Windows 11. It's going to prompt you with this Windows 11, the latest build, this edition, just leave it as it is, and for the language, whatever language you want on the Windows build. And the architecture, so just leave the architecture as it is, and then you're just going to click download. So after you do that, it's going to prompt you to save it. I already have this downloaded, so I won't do that. So this is going to take a few minutes to download, and then what you want to do is after it's downloaded, you're going to click select again, the arrow, and then select, and click select, and then download the Windows install that you have. So after you do that, click open on it, and now boot selection is going to show this Windows 11, the install you have. And then after that, you're just going to leave the image option the same, partition on GPT, and then target system on UEFI. And if your system doesn't have UEFI, it'll automatically default to something else, so don't worry about that too much. So after that, you're just going to name it the USB whatever you want. I'm just going to name it Windows 11 Rufus for the simplicity's sake afterwards. After that's done, I'm going to clutter size default and TFS default, and then you're just going to click start. So you're going to click this option right here to remove requirements for 4 GB of RAM, secure boot, and TPM. And you can decide whether you want this disabled or enabled, the rest of the options, but this is the option what we're going for, this first one right here. Make sure that is checked and then click OK. So mine is already downloaded, my USB is already set up, so I'm not going to do that. After that, you just click start. This is all going to turn green. It's a progress bar basically, and then it's just going to show you what your progress is. And then after a few minutes, it'll be done, and then we will move on to the next step. So after that, you just click close after that's all done, and then safely eject your USB stick, and then unplug your USB stick, and then you just get ready. Bring your device that you want to download this on, whatever, whether it's the same laptop or whatnot, and then just get ready for the next step. Okay, so now that I have plugged my USB into my laptop or computer that I want to upgrade to Windows 11, I'm just going to be demoing on this. This is already Windows 11, but I'll just show you the exact steps you have to do. So on Windows 10, it's the exact same steps. You're going to click the Windows key. After you're there, you're going to click the power key. And then while holding the shift key on your computer, so this is while holding the shift key, you click restart and you keep holding it. Instead of saying shut down, it'll say please wait. So after that does its thing, you just give it a bit, and then it'll pull up a blue screen menu. So now what you have to do is you have to click use a USB device. So you click that, then you click the USB you have. So for me, it's this one right here, SanDisk, UEFI SanDisk. Now I just click that, and so now it's going to start launching off the USB stick I have. So here we are. Now it's a purple screen. It's not showing too purple in the camera, but here we are. Now you just leave it there. It only gives you a United Kingdom option. Just leave it there. Time and currency, you can put it to United States or whatever you want. Click next. Keyboard method, US, whatever you want again. Then you click next. And I would like to install Windows 11, and you agree that everything will be deleted on this PC. So actually too, yes, this is another important part. If you want to do this, you do have to start anew. You do have to start fresh. So make sure you back up all your data before you do this, because you do have to reset your entire PC. Click next, install Windows 11, click next. This is getting a few things ready. So now you have to agree to the license terms. Just click accept. And now this is going to search for any drives. Now from here on, this process, there's only really one step left, and I can't really show this because I'm not trying to reset my laptop. So you're gonna just have your drive there. You're just gonna have one or two options, and then you're gonna see your hard drive or SSD in there, and it's gonna say the amount of storage it has. You're gonna click that, whatever storage you want to download Windows 11 on, and then just click next. So I can't really show you right now because I don't have any plugged in, but just for the sake of it, I can actually plug one in right now. So over here, I'm plugging in external hard drive, but you don't really have to do that. Your laptop has its own hard drive in there, SSD in there. And then I'm just going to hit refresh. So here's my hard drive, 900 gigabytes, 1 terabyte. And then I could just click next if I want, right? But it's not going to let me because I have not reset it. So what you'll have to do is you just have to delete these disks. It'll give you the option to delete them. Now, once you're done that's all you have to do. And click next, and you should be ready to download Windows 11. After it does that, it'll download it. It'll have a few steps it's doing, and you do that. And then after that, that's really it. And then it's going to download everything. It's going to say restarting after a while. So you just leave it there. You let the laptop or computer do its thing, and make sure your laptop is plugged in while you do this. It's going to do its thing, and then this is going to download. So After that, this is going to restart by itself, and you're going to be greeted with Windows 11 setting up everything. And then from there on, you can just set Windows 11 up. It's fairly simple from there, and that's really all there is to it. So that is how you download Windows 11. And again, if you found this video helpful, please leave a like and maybe comment on the video, and maybe consider subscribing if you like this type of content. And I will be making more of this content, so please consider watching more, subscribing, and sharing to your friends. And thank you for watching.